Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, as always, just want to say thank you to all the friends of the channel, all the supporters who have kindly subscribed and commented and liked the previous videos. If you're new to the channel, please enjoy the video and press that sub button. You seem to be slowing a little bit down on the subs. In the last 4 videos, I think we've only gained maybe 25 extra subs, but you know, it's as long as some people are enjoying it, and I know there are people out there who enjoyed these videos, and we're going to keep on coming to the bench regardless, and keep showing you some of this old stuff. Yeah, these just going to be an unboxing video. Well, I'm going to try and fit both of these in, just because you know we bought the 64 in the same lot as the 61, and the 64 is just basically a promo kit. There's not really enough in here, I don't think, to go into a video on its own. These are obviously the ones I'm keeping, which I'm showing. I did make the decision at the other weekend that you know I need to sell probably half of that stuff which I bought in. But you know, all the older stuff I've kept. You know, I think the more run-of-the-mill later issues stuff I've already let go of, so to speak, or what have you. But yeah, I mean, I think what I'm trying to do is in me later years is just build up a nice small collection of the stuff I really want, and then like I say, I see other stuff, and so things which are a bit newer, you know, unfortunately have to go. You know, I need to pay me rent and what have you, and yeah, I'm just doing a bit of buying and selling at the moment to do that. So I decide what I need to do with my life full time, but you know, I'm doing okay for myself, and you know, I've been doing it for 6-7 months on my own now, and you know, I've never missed a bill. So yeah, I thought we'd just have a look at both of these kits in one. I know this is the 61 is one of Gary Kay's favourite kits. You know, Mr. Model Works. Yeah, check. I will put a link in his description. He hadn't put much out in the last few years, just because he just enjoys building, and but he was a massive inspiration for me. Was Gary? You know, he's always been on the UK scene, and he's always giving everybody positive feedback to, yeah, in the hobby, whether it's just posting on the Facebook pages and whatnot. But you know, everybody knows Gary. You know, he's like one of the best fellas you could ever know. And he did a really good video, end of year video. You know, like I say, he's been had a step back from the YouTube in the last few years, but you know, he did a nice end of 2022 videos. So it's great to see what he's still building and what have you. And so, like I say, I'll put a link in his description and go and check out that video. You know, it's a lot of nice stuff in there. So, but yeah, back on with the unboxings. Gonna try and keep it to unboxings this time rather than talk about a lot of other stuff which is completely irrelevant. But yeah, like I say, I thought we'd get both of these in one video. That, you know, the tooling for both of these kits are kind of shared. It started in 1960 and ran through 64. You know, they were released in both full detail kits. You know, I think all the Corvairs were pretty much curbside from 60 to 64. Just little differences. You know, they just kept on. You'll see it's just like new parts added throughout the years until they got to releasing this one just in the Craftsman series in 64. But yeah, I mean, it's this is your compact hardtop box arts. Yeah, very generic. It was like there's always with these generic box arts, they try and mix different features from different cars to make one generic looking customizing kit. So they're kind of covering covering all bases, which they had in available in the compact series. This is an SMP, so before AMT fully got the name on there. You know, it's like I say, you'll see it's like a 62 Tempest front end blended into a 61 Tempest front end blended into a 61 Comet rear end. So, and that one looks a bit more squared. And you know, I've always wanted to build some of these generic box art cars using old beaters. The 63 hardtop, the red 63 hardtop, which you've seen on more recent reissues of that 63 Galaxy. You know, that's a project I really want to do. Building that box art car. I've got all the bits I think I need to finish that project. But yeah, you got your lineup for 61, the Comet, Falcon, Corvair, Tempest, Valiant, Ranchero, and that's custom version of the Ranchero. Yeah, these are all the compacts, not the full size ones, and box end on this one's looking a bit faded, but it's still got the sticker showing the 61 Corvair. That's how you knew what you were buying. And yeah, your $1.39. So this was obviously sold originally in the States rather than something that's been sold over here originally on import. But yeah, just all your generic bits and pieces. Like I say, that would be your Ranchero rear end. But yeah, they were just trying to cover the custom parts you would see. You're never going to get all these matching parts in each kit. But you know, it was always liked the generic box arts, and like I say, with somebody being from who has a custom kind of interest, you know, these really interest me. And just have a quick look at the box art on the 64. I mean, these are both really nice boxes. You know, they obviously show wear, but they're quite tight for kits which are coming up to, you know, 60 years old. I mean, that one is 60 years old now, or 60, you know, 60 plus years old, and this one ain't far off. But this is your Craftsman series. You saw a lot of end of line stuff in the 64 Craftsman series. I'm surprised the Mercury Comet survived, because I'm not too sure that any of these other ones did. These are end of year. I think they did like I said, I mentioned when I bought these, they did a 64 Valiant, which has eluded me over the years. I think I've seen one, but it was just a bit too rich for me at the time. And yeah, looking back, I should have really bought that one, because I've not seen another since. And they did the 64 Malibu, which I'm pretty sure got changed into the 65, and then that probably got tooling probably got changed into the modified stocker one, which we still see issued today. So, well, the body was anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, it was on the Craftsman's series. It was these were very much still aimed at the younger builder, whereas, you know, these could appeal. I mean, they all appeal to kids from from 5 going up to your teens, and then the adults, which were building them in the hobby. It was a hobby for everybody, wasn't it? So yeah, nice box art all around. I mean, I won't start reading that, to be quite honest with you, but you know, you can pause it and read it if you so choose. But yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, and these ones I've still not really gone through at all. You know, I've not bagged them up just because I've been sorting through the other stuff and busy with other things. But the ones I've wanting to keep, I haven't really done anything. There's been no rush to not going anywhere. So what I'll do is I'll empty them out on the table. I'll definitely get this one on the table, and then we might just look through this one a little bit separately. I'll try and get it all in one clip either way. So yeah, if you just bear with us 2 seconds, we will see you in a second. We'll have all these unpacked and back on the table. See you in a second. Right then, well, I think we got everything spread out on the table now, so we can have a quick butcher's through of this and see what's inside them. Obviously, main 61 kits in front. That's probably the main part of it. But like I say, we thought we'd have a look at that 64 promo style kit as well at the same time. Just because there's not much to it, and it'll take 5 minutes hopefully after we've looked in everything else, just to see if there's any little changes or what have you. But yeah, I mean, again, this one was pretty much complete. Well, it is complete, in fact. But I did get some extra pieces in there as well. We got in that 61 kit there was an extra set of brand new tyres, an extra roof, other bits and pieces. Yeah, just like a handful of Corvair spares, which will always come in handy. I mean, I don't actually have, when I was just looking before this video to see if I've got any builders or anything related to Corvairs, and to be quite honest, I had one. I remember having one of these built up, and it was in bare plastic, and I remember selling that years ago. And yeah, damn, my Corvair stuff is really few and far between. I think the closest I could get was the 66, which obviously the second year of this tooling, and I think this one's pretty much mint in box. But obviously when they changed this, they ended this tooling in 64, just because the car changed so much, so they needed a new tool for 65. I think that was like a green car on the box, I'm pretty sure. And obviously it just, nothing really changed in these too much over the years up till 69. Yeah, that 69 kit we see a lot of. But yeah, there's some nice old different bits in there. But yeah, I think that's the only other Corvair thing I've got really related to this. So this was 61. Just changed a bit from 62. We'll just start with glass, just because they're all on top of the instruction sheets. In fact, we'll just have a look at the instruction, then we can move that out of the way. Again, always had nice artwork on these early instruction sheets. The customizing version, race version on this, and stock. I mean, I can see why Gary really likes this one. I mean, in that unboxing video, I had the roof on. I was just kind of mesmerised at that body. It's such a nice little car is this one. Yeah, pretty. It's like a big fold out one. It looks like. So yeah, they were very basic. Very basic kits still. I mean, I think they're offered in styling, the styling series up until 62 or something, and as well as these ones. That looks really cool. There's that front end, the artwork on that. Again, I couldn't deface this one using these custom bits, but if I did ever find a builder, that'd be certainly going on there. Build a nice custom. Yeah, I mean, they were, to be quite, I mean, they didn't really have to be very clear, but you got some fantastic pictures, and not a great deal of how you put it all together. But like I say, there weren't that many bits. I mean, compared to your custom version, this is where all your bits were. Everything else was pretty much your promo stock version, and yeah, a lot of really nice old customizing bits in there. I wish I had a big box of customizing parts. A lot of people, I'd probably got them in boxes, don't even know what they're from, or if they're of any use. But certainly these are the parts. I mean, I used to try and buy as many parts lots from the States as I could, but I have got quite a few nice old customizing parts, but not not to the extent of some of the bits I want, and at the moment it's just a little bit too spicy with all your import charges and what have you, and eBay charge your international sales tax. It's getting very expensive to buy internationally. But saying that, if I do ever sell old kits, I think it's like Mike once said, it's all coast to Newcastle, because they seem to go over there just because, not that I sell much of this type of stuff anymore at all. These are for me, but I think the UK market's never been all that strong for old 60s kits. You're pretty much paying the same for an old 60s kit as you do a retail on the new kit. There seems to be a barrier of like 50 quid or something, and nothing much goes under there. So the old stuff is worth more in the States still, and even with the shipping prices, it still obviously works out for them. And I'm not complaining, because when I need to sell them old kits, I don't want to give them away, and so they just end up where they end up, unfortunately. And but like I say, I'm keeping as many of these old things as possible. I won't go into the Pro Mode, the Craftsman one yet, but we'll go back to where we were 5 minutes ago and start looking at the glass. But it's this kit came as a convertible and a hardtop. I'm assuming they use both the same kit for advertising it in both convertible and hardtop box arts and what have you. But the glass is really nice on it. Again, with all of these, you'll have little scuffs and what have you, but none of them have got tyre marks on it. The majority of these tyres are in different bags and what have you. Just rear glass and some custom front lights for that custom front end and what have you, which we'll look at in a second. And that one's got a bit of a tasty scratch in it, but again, nothing you won't get out with a nail file and a buffing, just buffing up with a nail file and what have you. And it's amazing to see so many tiny little tail lights still on the original sprues. It's quite unique to see the whole lot still hanging on there, and they're still pretty solid. Plenty of options for your tail lights there. Stock custom of many variants, and I think that's the front grille. Just clear plastic all the way through with a usual sort of doorknob bullet style detail on there. Quite crisp and what have you. But you got all the front lights on that tree as well. But going into parts, you've obviously got your 4 screws and what have you, and axles, and these are pretty much in every kit you had. And customizing parts, you got some nice little short cruiser style skirts, and don't actually look too bad on there. I'm not a massive fan of side skirts at all anymore, but every now and again they don't look bad on a kit, and that's just through my taste. My taste has changed over the years. I used to put cruiser skirts on everything I built, and now I just like the more custom look where you can see maybe rear end's a little bit raked up or something. But a couple of nice little fender skirts there. Just your rear pan, stock rear pan. Will just fit up in when you're in there once you've got all your body glue to the chassis and what have you. Some custom pieces, I'm assuming, for side pipes and what have you. And I haven't seen this record. I mean, AMT will put a lot of these quirky little bits and pieces in in the 60s kits. Telly's been seen a lot in various kits, but I don't think I've seen that recorder. It looks like some kind of cassette recorder or something like that. Yeah, it does look like a vinyl record player, but it could be. I don't know. Don't know what I was about in '61, to be quite honest. Unfortunately, I wasn't there. So yeah. Yeah, just seeing what we've got. We got looks like three. I've definitely got the fourth one somewhere. Yeah, it's just there. So your 4 racing wheels, or these were your stock wheels as well. They just had covers on these, and other bits of custom bodywork on there. Seats again, very very standard style 60s seats with they just made them look nice. Made them look nice with made them all, but enough detail in there that you build a nice model out of them. Dashboard on this, again the engravings are it's okay. It's not as deep as I've seen on other kits, but yeah, you got some nice heater blower engraving on there and here and there. So it's a Continental kit. Never been a fan of Continental kits, to be quite honest with you. I think they just make the car look longer than it needs to do. It's like you're towing a trailer behind it with a wheel on it, but yeah, just a couple of styling parts, stuff like that. Your suspension blocks to alter your ride height on the suspension. Still got the original roof on the tree here. Some really that'll look absolutely terrible on there, wouldn't it? But I don't know where that's supposed to go. But yeah, that's a part you probably wouldn't want to use unless it goes out. Oh god, it looks terrible whichever way you want to use it. But yeah, sometimes they weren't at best at some of these details. I mean, somebody might like them, but I just don't know where on earth that would fit in. Unless you're doing like a Corvette style thing, I don't know. I have no idea. Like I say, I didn't really pay enough attention to that instruction sheet, which they always should do, but I don't. But yeah, some nice scallop vents and other bits and pieces, and another custom grille you can use, and looks like more really quirky parts probably to go with that one. And yeah, got nice finned wheel backs on there, represent brake drums and what have you. I think all 4 of them as well. Yeah, like I say, this one came with a few extra bits and pieces. So we got like different bumpers, spare bumpers and spare front headlamps, and spare roofs and everything, which will stay in the parts box. I do try and keep hold of all this old stuff because you never know when you're gonna get a builder in which you can use these bits on. Yeah, interior tub is very lacking on this one. Very lacking. Yeah, there's absolutely no carpet detail in there at all. It's literally a gloss panel on the bottom. I'm sure. I think like saying in some of these kits, or the majority of these kits which I got from that auction, seem that the one thing which was missing was decals, and this probably had a interior upholstery thing which you probably would have used on there, or they were certainly available in other AMT kits if it didn't come in here, which you could have used. But barring the sheet metal looking floor pan, everything else inside it's quite nice, to be quite fair. I haven't gone to town with this one, very basic, but yeah, you still make a nice interior, you paint that up quite nicely and what have you, and they are quite proud on there. It seems like there's a lot of panel behind above the actual door card sort of detail, and yeah, it's still going with your promo style thing. So you got you can just see how flat that is there. Obviously there was no tunnel with it being mid-engine or rear engine, whatever whatever makes a difference between them two. Yes, customising front end. Like I say, this would be something I would like to use on something. Preferably a Corvair if I found one, but if not, if I give up trying to find the builder, and I think we'd maybe use it on something else, but because it is quite a nice front, I think it'd work well on a few different things. But yeah, it makes front end of that look a little bit quirky, doesn't it? But certainly better than that other hood option or whatever it was. But yeah, that gives you a bit of imagination of what you can do with stuff like that. And yeah, another bits you got in these old kits with stuff like this. This is like a billboard where you could cut a picture out and put it in there, display it next to your model. Again, used to have loads of these, and then I just sold them all. Got fed up with seeing them, never using them. But like I say, now getting back into building, and especially building old vintage kits. These are, I keep hold of all this stuff now. I think the only time they come available is probably when I sell them. So it's yeah, if you just want in bits, and yeah, just keep hold of them, because you never know when you're going to use them. And yeah, if you get fed up at hobby again, then you just sell them all, don't you? That's just life. But yeah, racing, nice padded racing steering wheel. A few other body pieces, probably the same as what we've been on there. But yeah, well, chassis, very basic promo style chassis again. Yeah, obviously engines at the back and what have you. They didn't put the full detail engine in until 65. So yeah, they pretty much run this promo style tooling for 4 years and just added little trinkets here and there to make them a little bit different. But yeah, it's probably one of the easier kits AMT SMP had to manage at the time. The bodies weren't changing as much as other cars. But yeah, pretty basic then. Body wise, I mean, this is, yeah, like I say, I just got absolutely mesmerised with this body in the. I mean, we'll use the spare hood, the spare roof, which came with this one, just to give us a bit of a look at that. But yeah, I mean, that's just a stunning looking little car, is that. And obviously, with it being like a relatively new tool at the time, all the scripts are nice on there, and I can never get to focus on that bit, to be quite honest. But it's yeah, it looks well with the roof on and with the roof off as well. Yeah, I mean, it'd probably be worth a bit of the money, this one, but like I say, I've not had many Corvairs, and as long as I'm selling stuff elsewhere, it allows me to keep these ones. Like I say, if I end up selling 90% of my collection and I just have 100 box kits at the end of it all, then I know they're going to be nice ones. Yeah, I've had stuff on my shelves for many years, and yeah, they've survived a lot of colds and hardship and stuff like that, But yeah, that was just a really nice kit. Like I say, I know why Gary likes it so much, and yeah, I thought we'll have a look at like I say, there's the promo, the Craftsman series one was pretty much just using the promo tooling, which they use for the promos. It's got the hood done there. I mean, to be honest, I don't know what to be honest, I'm not fully clued up. So like in 63, I can't remember what they did with them. Whether they just changed it to hard tops and convertibles only, or but certainly seeing 61, they were using the same tooling for both. So yeah, not much difference in the chassis detail, to be quite fair. The chassis plate looks pretty much the the same. I mean, this one's just got made in USA stamps on it, whereas that's been bird out on this one. But yeah, I mean, the slight differences here, like, yeah, they've obviously done a bit of reshaping here and there. Yeah, maybe they were thinking of putting an engine in at some point, but never got round to it. The interior tubs are pretty much the same, but they've yeah, same dimensions and same sort of promo style thing, but yeah, they did change quite a bit. I mean, this one does look slightly warped, so I don't know if I'm just seeing things there, but yeah, they didn't really improve upon the door detail at all. You know, they've changed it, but it almost looks like they've added extra material in here to change that tooling. But yeah, I think it is slightly warped, this one, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, this will be a good kit for me to build. I've got a really good excuse, because that interior tub does look a little bit janky, to be quite fair. I mean, we could probably fix it, cut it apart and what have you, and fix it. But yeah, I mean, you started getting carpet detail in here, and yeah, they changed the patterns on the seats to match the model year and what have you. But yeah, it's so you saw some kind of progression there in, yeah, how much detail they were putting in it. Chrome tree on. Oh, in fact, I haven't even looked. We'll have a quick look at that chrome tree just after we've had a look at this chrome tree for the other one. In fact, we'll just run around, finish off looking at this Craftsman one, and then we'll just have a quick squiz at this chrome tree on this one. Apologies for that, but yeah, really nice hubcaps on this one. A lot different to the 61. Bumpers are pretty much the same. Headlamps are nice on this one, and yeah, you just got some spot lamps. It didn't give you much extra stuff. Just your two tail lights, your outer tail lights, and then your inner tail lights, which didn't have the lenses. Yeah, the wheels and tyres, which I ain't even shown on them, but they're pretty much the same. The promo wheels and tyres, just obviously different with the different style backings on there, just so it's more of a snap kit kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, we got on the standard kit just your very small. There's still a bit different to that Mercury compact tyre, about the same size, but these are sort of different molds, and like I say, I think we got 8 of them total in that kit alone. So yeah, them did get a little crocodile in it. The AMC crocodile, you're seeing quite a lot of the old kits, and just your interior mounting supports and what have you, and dashboard. I think that just got changed up a little bit to, yeah, your sort of more longer instrument cluster to your more roundels in that one. Like I say, the seats just got updated a little bit to like I say, match the model year, and then we got the lights and other your rear balance and your steering wheel and what have you in there, and your glass was just a one piece in this one. Yeah, just because it didn't have the removable roof, but that's pretty much them. But we will have a look at this chrome tree for this 3-in-1 kit to finish the video off. But yeah, just really nice stock hubcaps there. Yeah, say they're all see-through vented, and you know, they're going to look really nice on the kit, to be quite honest with you. And all your little bits of your hood emblem and little custom bits and pieces. I'm assuming they're like the tail light bezels, and yeah, these louvers which you saw stuck on everything here, there, and everywhere. I haven't seen that SMP plate before, or yeah. So we got a couple of SMP logo plates on there, and yeah, more little custom bits and pieces. More spot lamps, aerials, yeah, roll bar, Continental kit. That's your chrome piece for the two Continental pieces. Like I say, I think I've got a spare Continental kit in this one as well. So your stock headlamps, which are pretty much the same as on here. You know, it's same as the 64, pretty much, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, and your 61 grill, 61 bumper, which rear bumper, which was pretty much the same as 64. Your front bumper, just more little. They're just full of tiny little bits of customizing parts. Really, you know, there was, you know, it was just stuff for kids to stick all over it and have fun, to be quite fair. So, and there your custom wheel covers. Never kind of liked them, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, that'll be like somebody's just throwing a pancake at your wheel. No real definition, but yeah. But I guess if you put a spinner on them and yeah, you painted the back so your wheels black, then it'd look all right. Like, but yeah, I think that's about it for these ones. And you know, we didn't really have a look at the craftsman in here with the instructions, but I think there's like 4 stages of just popping this kit together. Like I say, you'd be able to rattle this together in 10 minutes if you're a kid, like, and you'd soon be playing with this in no time, like. So yeah, I mean, I thought it was just another couple of kits I've got to sort through and bag up, and rather do these videos before I actually get round to that. So good opportunity for everybody to really have a look at these. Like I say, I've not looked in this case at all. I've not looked in any of them until I've started sorting them. So you know, it's not like you got a good return policy with an auction house, even though you can't see what you're really buying to some extent with the poor pictures they put up. Yeah, you're kind of going in blind. So you have to, when you're in that kind of situation, you can only see on what you can see. And yeah, for me, I could have been bidding on 28 empty boxes, to be quite honest, and would have been in a not a very happy chappy. But yeah, there we go. We prevailed, and yeah, we got some nice stuff. And like I say, it's nice that I can just share this with people rather than it going up on the shelf with all the other stuff I've got and never get seen. And you know, and I think the YouTube thing makes me want to build these old ones more, because you know, at the moment, you know, well, in the past, you know, you only really got yourself to enjoy it. And yeah, I mean, it's I thought, well, we'll do a few more. Like I say, we've got loads of unboxings to do. I just thought I'd get these some of these ones done and out of the way. And but yeah, if you like the video, like I say, I mean, I know I mumble on and stuff like that, and you're just looking through it, and I'm not scripted or anything. It's just, you know, whatever comes out my mouth, you know, is unfortunately what you guys have to listen to. But yeah, we got plenty more to come. So again, thanks again for watching. Please press that subscribe button. You know, it does mean a lot to us who do this. You know, it's you know, it's a lot of time out of the days and what have you. And you know, we do like to share this stuff with you. So just gives us a bit of encouragement to know people are actually liking and watching the videos and what have you. So yeah, we'll do what we always do and say thank you, and we will see you in the next video. See you, bye. Right, before you go, if you've not already gone, did realise I forgot to show that body in there, so I thought I'd just do another quick clip. End of this video. If I don't ramble on enough as it was, you probably shut off a long time before then anyway, but yeah, we did show the body on this Craftsman series, so I just thought I would give you a little bit of a look around it, and see how different it was to other one. Did not change much. It just the little body tweaks they did over the years. The trunk lid, the rear skull panel's a little bit different. Obviously, this one's got the roof moulded in. But they're pretty much just the same from sides and what have you. I think that even the emblem placement's the same on it, and front's pretty much the same. Like I say, it was all the same, pretty much worked off the same tooling, whether they were using the more promo specific tooling for this one or what have you. So there were little differences between years, but again, I was gonna include this in another unboxing, just say, oh, I've forgotten, but yeah, if people comment and say that I didn't show the body, then it's just I can just direct them to the last few minutes of the video. But there you go, another nice body, another stunning little kit. Like I say, I know we've got our interior issues, and the more I look at that, the more I think that's a factory issue rather than damage in code. Just at the extent of that curve in there, it just looks like it's. And it did have a bit of sprue on front. There's no amount of this being in a box, and even if it was packed incorrectly, that would cause that. So that looks like a bit of a factory boo-boo. Looks like it needs some Viagra or something there just to lift it up a little bit at the back. But yeah, we'll fix that. But yeah, again, thanks again for watching. Sorry about that, and we will see you in the next video again. See you, bye.